Good morning, everyone. I see some familiar faces here today. Let me just see if I've got everything right. Okay, cool. So let's make this an interactive session. And thank you, Yuming, for tuning in. I've not seen you for such a long time. So can you hear me? Good and good. Just say
Yes,
yes. Yeah, cool,
yes.
awesome, awesome. All right. So let me just sort out a little bit other stuff first. Okay. So, hi everyone, I'm Coach Manisha. I hope the sound is not too loud. Let me just see if I can reduce that a little bit. Awesome. Good morning, Zulfa. So, can everyone turn on their screen if you're not taking a shower or if you're not brushing your teeth? Can everyone turn on their screen so we can have this be an interactive session? So, today I'm going to be sharing about um, why I started on this journey. It's a lot of things that I probably haven't mentioned before, but I'm really glad I have this opportunity to share with wellness experts today. So let me tell you a little bit of background about myself. Um, Hang on, I can't see you all. Okay, cool. Now I can see Zulfan, I can see you, Ming. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna assume I'm talking to you guys, yeah. So so I started this journey about 2 years ago, and how I started was really by chance. I met my coach online on Facebook. My coach's name is Coach Meili, and she's all the way in Perth. And of course, when I first started my first wellness evaluation with her in on the phone, and she's like, oh, she can get me to lose weight, which I didn't really believe, because I thought, oh, you're sitting in Australia, I'm sitting here, how's that going to happen? But long story short, I'm so glad I joined this program. I joined the 10 days lean and tone program, and I dropped my weight from 70 kilos to 20 kilos. I had a lot of community support in Malaysia with friends who were also guiding me here, and I made a lot of friends here. Like you, Ming, I met you at Rhythm, and it was amazing. So, not only I lost weight, so the whole purpose of doing this program was just weight loss, right? But over the time, it's changed so many things, which I'm going to share with you all today. So one of the things that happened was I lost 20 kilos. My body age, I'm actually 40. I was 41 when I started this program. I'm 43 right now. So my body age was 60, and I managed to drop it down to 24, and it's still ongoing. So I'm really, really grateful to the coach and this amazing journey that I've had. I've managed to bring down my body fat from what I think it was at 40%, and right now I managed to bring it down to 24. So I'm really grateful to my coach and everyone in the community. All of you, even people like who come to the club, you become our inspiration to do what we do. So even like, you mean when we see you, we feel really happy that we are able to help people and transform their lives. So keep coming and keep sharing this journey with everyone else. So that's me. Oh, I think I didn't bring in my, oh, I do have my before after later. Okay, cool. I will share that one later. Okay. What did I do with that? Okay. Right. So next. So I was born in Hong Kong, for those of you who don't know. So 大家早晨, maybe I'll speak a little bit of Cantonese. 咁我咧就香港出世嘅，香港畢業嘅。咁我就喺嗰度返學啦，長大啦。咁香港咧就係、我個屋企，我個地盤。So maybe that's enough for today. So Hong Kong is my hometown. What I said was I was born and bred in Hong Kong, and I love home. I don't even know how to share, because um, Hong Kong brings back a lot of memories to all of us. For all of us who are born and bred there, we miss our family, and staying close to home is very important, because that what builds a character as a person. Sorry, guys. Whenever I talk about home, it can be very overwhelming for me, because I really miss my family. We can't go to see them. Hong Kong has done amazing things for me. It's built me as a character, it's built me as a person, and my parents, my dad has worked very, very hard to raise all of us and make us strong human beings. I am what I am because of my mom and dad. So this is where I was born. Like I said, a place that will always be close to your heart is where the family is. And this is my home. This is where I was born. And this is what built me as a character, as a human being, to be strong and be resilient and help anyone and everyone in need. So like I said, Hong Kong has built me, and my parents have worked very, very hard to raise all of us as kids. And we want to give them the best in their lives. These are my childhood memories. I used to have a lot of celebrations with a lot of my teachers, my school friends. We used to have birthday parties at home. Dad would organize everything, even down to, doing decorations in the house. It was always Dad and Mom. They were the pillars of our family. And guys, we all work very, very hard, even today, to raise our kids. But how many of us are actually having quality time? A lot of us are so bogged down with work. Even I would say, while we have work from home, a lot of moms and dads are so busy in front of the computer more than 8 hours a day, trying to do more than they usually do at work with work from home, and they're not able to spend enough time with the kids. We always say we want to do something where we're able to have a quality of life. So that's really important. And so for me, childhood memories, but Dad spent a lot of time working as well, but he made the best. I mean, he had a rigid system where he would come in 1 to 2 for lunch every day and 7 o'clock from work, and he would spend the time with us. But we need to also spend quality of life. So only our parents can make that happen. And as kids, it was so simple growing up. It was so beautiful growing up. We had a lot of love. We had good food. Mom always cooked, still now cooks amazing food. And probably that's what I miss about Hong Kong, going home to eat her home cooked food. And family time, even me and my daughter, we were just talking about this. With COVID, we've not been able to go back and be in that house where we can spend family time together. And what was luxury for us? When Dad said, okay, let's go to McDonald's or let's go to Pizza Hut, that was like luxury for us. So for me, family is so important. Friendship is so important. Time with family is really, really important. And I'm really blessed that I had amazing childhood memories with my parents. And a lot of the things reminds me that how I shared, we used to, Hong Kong homes are not big, right? Hong Kong homes are really, really tiny. I remember we kept on changing houses as we were kids, and me and my sister would always have to share a room together because the rooms are always so tiny. And like you see there, the table that we have in the hall, in the living room, that used to actually even be our study table. Not only we had to share one room, but we also had to share the study table, which was a foldable table, because homes in Hong Kong are so small, so you can't actually have a study table or a dining table. So you have to have foldable tables to make space. And we did the best that we could together, and supported each other, and we're very, very close. And I think that builds your character as a person growing up. When you're very close as a family unit, you're always very close with the friends that you make, with the people that you meet. And that has been amazing. And then as we moved on, thanks to my sister, I was able to build a character. So what our mom and dad did for us, you can see we're always twins in everything. We were always together. Mom dressed us up as twins. We were like, two peas in a pod. And I think that helps in terms of building your character as a person, in the sense that when you meet a new friend, you immediately warm up to people, because you've always been very warm while growing up. You've had very humble beginnings, and I think that's what attracts people to your character. So when you make friends, be really, really yourself. Be genuine. Don't always think that, you want to do something or have an agenda. And if someone needs help, and this is why I think I dwelled or resonated towards becoming a coach, because I think as an elder sister, I was always there to help my younger sister, and being the responsible one in the family, taking the lead. So when coaching came about, I was not really sure whether it was for me, but little by little, thanks to the amazing coaches with amazing community, I saw myself being able to do this together with others. And it, like I said, I am what I am because of the character that I got from my family and my parents. And I'm really, really grateful to that. And then the next change that happened in our lives. So, one of the things me and my sister used to do at night, when parents used to ask us to go to sleep, we loved reading storybooks. We loved reading a lot. And we luckily dad used to switch off the lights but always had a small night light, and we used to read books in the night light. We always wanted to know what's happening and what's going on, and learn more in terms of what's happening and how to. Of course, that time we were storybooks, but we always lived in a fictional land where we learned a lot from storybooks. We learned about our language. We learned about how to connect with other people, learn how to have an imagination, to grow, to be out of what you are in your existing place. And I think that really helps. That in this platform, you always feel that, am I actually growing? Am I actually moving? But whatever we did, whatever we became today, is because we imagined that we wanted to get to a certain level, and our parents helped us growing up with goals. When we were young, they would always say, okay, you need to have a certain level in school or a certain level in class so that you can become something. And then, like, I loved maths as a kid. Oh, maybe many of you, I forgot to share that I'm also an accountant. So I loved maths as a kid, and dad always said, maybe accounts is a thing for you. I'm not sure, but it was always something that I just love numbers. I hate reading, but I love numbers. I just like reading storybooks, but that's about it. Anything that had too much of information, I would blank out. So I actually just love numbers, and I became an accountant as a profession. So our parents helped us set goals for us every day. When you go to school, there are things that you need to do. But as we got older, we started setting our own goals. And then along the way, right, we actually start to lose track of what our goals are. I'll get into that again in the next slide. So the other thing that happened in me was I was almost 11, 12 years old when my mom had another baby, and I had a baby brother. And I think that's when it changed my character from being a sibling to being to having a maternal instinct with having a baby brother at home, and to be helpful with the family, to help out with the family, to care for him, to bring him up, and we're very, very fortunate when we have a good family and a loving family, and it's very important to be there for your family all the time. I have an amazing brother. Thank you, Michelle. I have an amazing brother and an amazing sister. We speak every day. We talk every day. We are there for each other no matter what. And that's what creates your character. And I think that is one of the major important things that has helped me become into something that I thought I would never be. I never thought I would be a coach. I would be able to help others, to transform other people's lives. But I think all the growing up, having a good family unit and the love for whoever that you meet is very, very important. And that's what helped us. Thanks, Roshni. And that's what's helped us as being a good coach for others as well. So as a family unit, we helped each other build their dreams and move forward and get whatever that was impossible to make it possible. And that's why I wanted to be a coach, I think. And that's why it made it very easy for me to become a coach, to help others, to get them their results that they need. And then came the next step of my life, where of course I got married and I had my baby girl. uh, I have one daughter, she's 18 now. um, I've had a beautiful life in Malaysia I've had a new life, a new family in Malaysia. I know I didn't know very many people when I first came here, but my husband made it very easy. He has a huge family and they've always been very supportive. I remember when I first got married and moved to Malaysia, my husband actually used to come back really early from work so he could spend time with me and take me out. Because in Hong Kong, right, we're always out. Every day we're like running here, running there, very, very active. And I think that's one of the things that made us stay fit. It's because we were always on the move, we were always active, we were always on the go. And then when I moved to Malaysia, it was very difficult for me because I didn't used to drive. In Malaysia, you have to know how to drive. Except for Mama Yan, I don't know how she's managed to do that. She still doesn't drive and she moves around. It does not hinder her, but it did hinder me. I was not driving, and so my husband used to come back home early every day from work and take me out, go meet people, go out for, they call makan makan here, like just go out and have teh tarik somewhere and eat and drink, meet with friends. He's got a huge friend circle here, so life in Malaysia has been good. um, Thank you, Pui Kwan. I love you too. Life in Malaysia has been good. I've had amazing. I don't even know how to start. I've not only just had an amazing family, and then I've had so many different friends that I've met here in Malaysia, as well as, of course, I still keep in touch with my friends back home. I wanted to share about my school, but I just thought there'll be too much information. I used to go to a school where there were, it was a English medium school, where there were a lot of Chinese in our school as well. But within our class of 40 kids, there were 14 of us that were Indians, and until today we talk to each other. We've never lost contact. We love our community that we have back home, even though some of us are married, in different countries. Some are in Indonesia, some are in US, some are in Singapore. Everyone's moved on everywhere from Hong Kong, but we still keep in touch. We still talk every single day. From the time when we started school in secondary, when we were 11 or 12 years old, and now all of us are 43, 44. We still keep in touch with each other, and I think that's the beauty of character building, in a sense that why would you think you can help others is because you've always had a lot of people who've been there to support you as family, as friends. So I've been really blessed and really fortunate. Like I said, in Malaysia, my husband really helped me settle in, and it's become my second home. Of course, I do miss my parents. I do miss my first home as well, very much. But this is also my second home, and slowly but surely, I managed to settle here, and now I can move around with ease because I drive wherever I want to. And I realized that I needed to work because I used to get so bored at home. So I was a finance manager before. I've actually stopped working now for a couple of years, but I was a finance manager with an oil and gas firm here in Malaysia, and I've had a good time here. And of course, I've been blessed with my beautiful angel, my little daughter, Bavisha. Life changed for me completely when I had her. From having to be able to just adjust in the country, now I had to make sure she adjusted with life and all her needs were fulfilled. My entire life revolves around my daughter. Even until today, when I schedule my appointments, it's around her timing. So I make sure that I'm there for her, to give her everything, to give her whatever that she needs, and make sure she's happy, she's contented. And that's what we all live for, right? After we get married, that's the next thing we do. Is we our goal is only our kids. We make goals for our kids to see what they want, what brings happiness to them. And I think as a mom, my priorities completely shifted. While I was working, I used to rush back home to make sure that I'm here to spend time with her, have home cooked food, just spend quality time because I was always working. And of course, with that, what happened is my dedication was only towards my work and my child. And I think taking care of myself became secondary. I didn't really have much time to take care of myself. in terms of eating healthy, sleeping on time. It was just, it's all about, and this is what motherhood does to us, right? We all go through motherhood, and and we've, our goals in our life is only our kids. Whatever we're doing is only for the kids. But I think it's also very important to realize that, we can do that when we're in our 20s, we can do that when we're in 30s, but when you reach towards your early, I would say late 30s or early 40s, things completely change, right? Like I said, I was a very active person in Hong Kong. For many of those who are logged in today, I used to stay, I actually stay in Tsim Sha Tsui in Hong Kong, which is very close to the harbor. So after dinner, I would go for a walk or go for a run, either with mom or sometimes without mom, every night, and I was able to keep fit. I was able to keep healthy. But then things changed. Like I said, with trying to balance everything, I forgot to balance myself into my own life, if that makes sense. Was rushing everywhere to make sure everything is taken care of. So with that, you have a lot of stress that you take on, and this stress, it's funny, you don't realize you're actually taking it on because everything seems so normal, everything seems good. But you can see from my physical appearance, from where I started my journey, even after I had my daughter in her early days, I was pretty okay. But as I kept on focusing more and more on not myself and everything else, I kept on packing on all that weight. No matter what I did, I just, even though I used to go for the same walks, I just couldn't lose the weight. I used to, in fact, I used to eat not healthy, I would say. I would eat salads, I would skip meals, or I would like take cereals for dinner. I even started a diet, a Cambridge diet, where I used to try to only take shakes and soups and try to keep fit. But that used to end up giving me so much of sore throat, heatiness, and I just couldn't sustain whatever I was doing. No matter how hard I tried, I just couldn't keep fit. And I couldn't, I never shared these pictures that I'm sharing here today after I started this journey, is because I would take photos, but I couldn't share anything. We go out with friends and families, and I always used to try to hide and, only half my body showing. And then the other thing that also happened to me was, on my dad's side of the family, we have a hereditary trait of either hypo or hyperthyroid in our family. And it happens, I don't know why, to all ladies, and only happens to those who look like my dad's side of the family. So my cousin sisters who are from my dad's side of the family, we all go through the same thing. And it usually happens once you're in your 40s. So that gave me a realization when I went to see the doctor, and he said, Manisha, you either need to bring down your weight, or you need to reduce your stress, or you need to start medications. So I said, I don't want to do that, because I've seen my cousins do it. And I actually lost one of my cousin's sister at the age of 40, was it 40, 49? Yes, 40. I lost my cousin at the age of 49 due to packing on a lot of weight, as well as hormonal imbalances. And I was very close to this cousin of mine, and I didn't want this to happen to me. And I said, I will make the change. I will be the change. But I just didn't know how to be the change. But it was an eye-opener. I didn't want to go into that, where I have to go for therapy and I have to, rely on medications because doctor said this is the only way. So there has to be something. And I was exercising and I thought I was eating healthy, but nothing was working because I was not looking at the holistic picture. I was cutting carbs from my diet. I was relying totally on protein, little bit of protein and little bit of salads, and not eating dinner at all. And when I used to go out, I used to drink with my friends and not drink enough water. I think that's one of the things I didn't realize. I didn't drink enough water. I used to get migraines very often. I used to actually carry migraine tablets in my handbag because the migraines would just come. So I needed to make that change. I just didn't know how to do it. No matter what I tried. I even had a personal trainer at the gym, and that didn't help too because nobody was looking into my food. And then things started changing, and change happens because of us. So everything starts with us. So one day I stumbled upon this before and after picture on Facebook. And it was posted by this lady called Mayte. That time she had two accounts, she had Mayte and Mayte. And I've been following her for almost 2 years, but I never had the courage to contact her. So somehow or the other, I think a lot of things happened at the same time. And I thought, okay, I'll just send this person a message on Facebook. So I sent her a message, and all I can say is probably I found my angel, because she really guided me. She spent an hour talking to me, about my food, about my lifestyle. Even when I had a personal trainer at the gym, all he would do is put me on the scale and, read my credentials and say, oh, this is what your body fat is, this is what your water is, this is what your muscle is, and this is what your weight is. But nobody ever spoke to me about my food. And she was all the way in Perth in Australia. She was so concerned about my food. She said, everything you eat, make sure you take a picture and post it. I want to see, and we check, we go through. And little by little, I lost weight. Of course, it wasn't always as smooth as I imagined. At first, of course, I lost, we say 10 kilos 2 to 4 kilos in 10 days. And I did lose 3 kilos, and the next season, 2 kilos. And then a few months later, I actually plateaued, and I started doubting her. I started doubting my coach. I started doubting the system. And she said, just trust me and just keep going. You've already lost that many amount of kilos. You will lose more. So, and my husband, he was my main motivator. He always kept on saying, I say, oh, but I'm spending all this money and I don't know why that's happening. He said, yeah, but at least you're losing a little bit. And when you're spending the money, you're spending it on something that you're consuming. You're spending on nutrition. You're not spending it on a personal trainer where you go spend 1 hour and you get nothing back in return. Here, you're getting all your vitamins and your supplements taken care of. So you're spending money on your body. It's not on her. So you're spending it on yourself. Continue and see. And I think even it wasn't for him to motivate me to keep going, I would have probably dropped off as well. So with that came a huge community, which now we are online. In my community, I had my angel, Meili, and then I was attached to Rhythm, where I go to work out, and the community at Rhythm. Some of you are here today. Like I said, each one of you, just by working on your own result. This is one thing I never saw in a gym. When I used to go to a gym, I would see someone doing their own thing, someone doing their own thing, but there was never support. There was never a community. There was never, even my personal trainer was never my coach. He would just, stand there, ask me to, go do the ropes, go run on a treadmill, go carry weights. But he was just doing his job. He was not, seeing where it would take me into my goals. So in this community, the difference is you support one another through the hard times. You get stuck. It's okay. We're there. We've done it. We will support you. We will get you through it. And even if you lose even a 500 gram or 100 gram, we will celebrate with you. When you qualify and you reach to a certain level and you have your first goal, I want to lose 5 kilos first. We will celebrate you. We won't just celebrate what you've done, but we'll celebrate you, your effort. And if you're dropping off, we will be there to guide you. And this is something you will never get anywhere, ever. My amazing support, my coach, Meili, Coach Courtney, who took me in Rhythm with open arms. And then I met Yen. Yen, I don't even know how to begin. Yen is like, she's like the 24/7 mother who's always there. Like whatever time you call her, she's there. She'll support you. Even if it's a simple thing like, hey, what do I wear for this photo shoot? Or, what do I say to this customer? Or, I'm having a headache myself. What do I do? She'll be there. She's like that amazing. That's why her name is Mama Yen. So I'm so blessed. Besides my own mom, we've got Mama Yen. I've had Meili, I've had Courtney, and I've had the entire Rhythm group. Each one of them have always been there to say, you can do it, Manisha. And then after that, I had another sister group, which is in the picture there. And again, I didn't even meet these people in my club. I've only met them maybe just on screen, on Zoom, and somehow they connected with me. I met Weiling at an event that we went for once, and we stayed overnight in a hotel for the event. It was the Epic Retreat, if I'm not mistaken. And then Michelle, she was really out of the blue. One day she just rang me and she said, babe, let's catch up. I was like, I've never met this lady before. Okay, let's catch up. And today, me and Weiling and Michelle, I think in one day we talked like more than we talk to our husbands and family. Yeah, we're like from morning till evening, we're continuously talking with each other. So I said, this what started off as just my weight loss has become into a community. And not only I've had this community here, now I have a community of mummies also in Singapore doing the same thing together, helping one another together. And then I have another team also, which is also doing this in Hong Kong, where a lot of mummies are looking to take this to the next level and be an inspiration for other moms. Because yes, we are all in Hong Kong, we're active, but we are all focusing so much on our kids, we forget to focus on ourselves. And this is what we're doing together, helping mummies to focus on themselves. Because when we were kids, our mummies focused on us, but we forgot to focus on ourselves today. So now we're helping others to focus on themselves, that you need to get fit. And why do mummies need to get fit? Because if we don't take that action to make the change happen, the same we're going to pass on to the next generation. So if we don't, our parents gave us the ability, the skills, the funds to be able to make that change. So we need to be that change for our kids, to teach them what is healthy, active lifestyle, what is being fit, what is not just taking a bag of chips when necessary. Of course, I still do that once in a while. Yeah, why not? But what is more important, making sure that they snack right at home. And it only starts with us. If we don't make that change, they're not going to have the change. And don't you want to have your kids be healthier and more active at the age, say if you're in your 30s or in your 40s right now, don't you want your kid not to have that stressful lifestyle that you're having? You want them to be well funded, you want them to be well educated, and you want them to be fit and healthy. So if we don't make that change happen, that's not going to happen. And of course, this all started with my coach. My coach was the one who was there to support me when my friends wanted to get started. And because when I started posting, so one of the things I'm so grateful that my coach made me do is, she's like, take your pictures. I always like, I want you to take pictures. She wanted me to take pictures. How I forgot to post pictures in here to share with you guys. She wanted me to take pictures of me in my dress, in my zipper dress. I kid you not, I would wear the zipper dress and I couldn't take it off because it was so tight when I first started day one. No, Manisha, I want you to fit into your gold dress eventually. So you're going to start today. So I started wearing my zipper dress and then started taking pictures in my zipper dress every 10 days, every month, every 2 months, every 3 months. And I saw the changes. The weighing scale was not my friend because I couldn't see the changes on the scale, but I saw the changes in the clothes that I wore and how I felt, how I looked. And my coach started helping one friend at a time, one day at a time. And she taught me how to do the same for everyone. And I'm doing this now for people all around the world. So, and I was thinking to myself, how is it that we're able to help people and get them to the results? So what made me realize is that when we were kids, our mom took care of us, right? And made sure that all our needs were taken care of. As we grow up, we forgot to take care of our needs, and because our moms are not with us. So now we've become the mom. So what do we need? What's lacking? So a lot of us, right, we actually, like, why we call Mama Yan is because she's the one who is taking care of all of us to make sure that our needs are taken care of. And same way now we're doing the same for everyone who's joining the program. We're telling them, sleep early. Mom used to say, go sleep early. Drink more water. Mom used to say, drink more water. Mom used to say, drink milk. We say, make sure you take your shakes so you have the nutrition for your body that it needs for the day. Because we're getting older, milk is not enough for us. We need the nutrition in our body to support our system. So one thing at a time, one day at a time. And this is how we're changing lives for people. So what started off as a weight loss for me, I'll just take you back to what I met my coach. All I wanted to do was lose weight, right? I only had one target, lose weight. But this has completely changed for me and my family. and the extended families that I've made, all the friends that I've made. And I have here one lady, Coach Rita, she's up here. I don't know whether you guys can see. And you know, she's also started helping her husband right now, and she's helping so many of her sister-in-laws and friends and cousins in Singapore. And even, you know, Muskan, she shared recently, and you know, so many of her friends are starting to be the change. So it's not about just weight loss, guys. My husband, who didn't even want to lose weight, he said, you know, it took him 8 months to say yes to me. I think he asked me out faster than he said yes to the program. It took him 8 months to say yes to the program, and this is what he's done for himself. And you know, he was also again on the borderline of, doctor said you have to start cholesterol medications, BP medications. You know, he was on borderline for all these things, but with me becoming the change, he automatically wanted to be the change. So one of the things, like I said, is in this community, don't worry, nothing comes easy. It is going to be challenging, but it's going to be so worth it. I promise you that. It's going to be so worth it. It's that one change. If you don't do that change, right, I don't know what else to say, because I don't know any other way. So we have gotten fit together as a family. And you know, my daughter, she's always been someone who likes to study science subjects, and she was not sure what she wanted to do. And this is just a couple of weeks ago, she came out to me, and she's going off to uni next year, and she says, "Mommy, I want to study nutrition." And I was looking at myself and I was like, damn, I've been looking at nutrition, talking nutrition, living nutrition, and I didn't even think of advocating to her that she should study nutrition as a career. And the first question I asked her, why? Why do you want to study nutrition? And she says, "Mommy, you've been transforming lives from the day that I saw you become a coach. You've been helping so many ladies, so many mummies to not only get that confidence back, but to teach them why, not just drink the shake, okay, drink shake 3 times a week. You take the pains to teach them what is inside nutrition, why it is important. And that is why I want to study nutrition." And that just melted me, because I was looking at all the different courses around the world, you know, in the science stream, but I never thought of it. So I ended up inspiring my daughter to have a goal and a career in nutrition as well. So this has been, it's not just weight loss, it's been 100% transformation as a family together. And I think the gift of health is the best gift you can give to anyone. Even if you don't spread it out to anyone, just your family. That's the best thing you can do. The gift of health. That, you know, if there is health, there is wealth. You can have all the wealth in the world, but if you don't have the health, it's not going to help you. So we all focus so much on work. But if we were to sit down 1 hour a day and focus on our health, not our work, can you imagine what you would do for yourself? So, you know, I didn't have a why for the longest time. You know, Yen used to ask me, Meili used to ask me, even when I started the program, I didn't know what's my why. I want everyone who's here today to do a quick exercise. You know, if you're, let me see what age group we have. We've got people as young as, you know, in their 20s. We've got Coach Win here. We've got Yuming here, which is in her 30s. We've got Maria. I'm going to guess, Maria, you're in your late 30s or 40s. We've got Roshni, who's in her 30s. Oh, Mama Yan is here too. Amazing, Mama Yan. I love you. Who else? I can't see the names. I don't know why. Okay. We've got Zulfa here, who's also in her 40s. So I want everyone to do an exercise for yourself. Either on your phone or if you have a calculator. So for me, I'm 43 years old. I want everyone to take 70 minus 43 multiplied by 365 days. So I'm just doing an exercise. If all of us are going to live until the age 70, can you put down how many days? Should I make it 75 to be a bit better? Okay, let's do it 75, because everyone's living healthier now and longer and fitter. So let's make it 75. If all of us are going to live until the age of 75, minus it by your current age, multiplied by 365 days. Can you put it in the chat? How many days balance do you have left on earth? Can you please put it in the chat? Arvin, 18,000. I think my number is as low as like 10 or 13,000. Let me just do a quick check. 75 minus 43 times 365. 11,000. So for me, it's 11,000. Quick one, 10. How many do we have? Let me see. 16,000 for Jasmine. Amazing, you guys. So what woke me up was Yuming, 12,000. Amazing, Yuming. So what woke me up was my why was both me and my husband. I'm still working, guys. Some of you think, yes, I am a coach, but I'm also working in my husband's law firm. I'm a finance manager and I help him out with his company's accounts, taxes, deadlines and stuff. I'm doing really well and we're quite happy. We're very fortunate. But at the same time, right, we're all working very hard, very, very hard. And are we having a quality of life? I really look up to my coaches. They made that decision at a young age to get into this this opportunity because health, they realized health is wealth at a very young age. I think Jason and Maylee were like 32 or 33 when they started this. And they've been in the business now for I think 8 to 9 years, and they're young, they're healthy, they're vibrant, they're living in Australia, having a quality of life with each other, and also helping their families back home in Malaysia. And so I think we're not just born to work and pay bills, we're also born to enjoy a quality of life. So what I want to do with this is I want to have financial freedom. I want to have time freedom. Even though we may have it right now, we do have a little bit of financial freedom. We're very blessed, but how long are we going to keep working? So for me, this is very important to have a quality of life. I hope I had more pictures from Maylee and Jason. They're actually originally from Malaysia. They have migrated to Perth. Many of you who don't know, feel free to follow them on Facebook. They are living the life of their dreams that they wanted, and they are not stressing, I would say, in a sense that what we're going through, the stresses of life, at least I know, if I don't make the change, my husband probably is going to be working in his law firm until the age 70. I'm probably going to be supporting him to the age that I can. I don't know whether I can work till 70, but is having your own business the answer? You want to do something where you're helping others, where you are taking a break from the stresses, because like I said, stress is a bigger killer, which a lot of people don't know, than the physical or medical issues that we have. Stress brings on so many medical issues in your life. I don't even know where to begin. And I've seen this happen to so many people. So quality of life for me is my keywords. And why Herbalife? Why this? Because it's been so simple to understand why Herbalife. One of the things which Mark Hughes said, borrow my eyes, because he has a vision, he has a mission that he wants people to be healthy, active. That's what Herbalife done, and also an opportunity to run a business, to have an income, not to be, running your life towards paying your bills and not having quality of life. And that's why he created Herbalife, not just for the health, but also to have a business opportunity. So if someone wants to do something from home and make it big, your only limit is yourself. So this is what he created, and he made it. I used to find it, and when I first started this business, why is it so difficult? But actually, it's not. He said it's supposed to be very, very simple. So if you're doing something that's very difficult, you want to think about it again. It should be very simple. It's really fun, and it's supposed to be magical for you, for wherever you go. And I want to read these few words out and share, because these really stick to me. So if you want to make it a better world, it's only going to start with you, with us. It's not going to happen with any election or any politics or anything that's going to make the change. Look at what things are going on around us. What's the situation around us? We can sit and read the text and be very upset about what you read, you can let it affect you, or you can be the positive person to make that change. The government's not going to make that change. It's people like us who can make that change, bring that positivity, bring the health back into the people, and tell them, build up your immunity, build up your health, change your life. And for things to change, Jim Rohn is amazing. For things to change, you have to change. If you're not able to change, you're not going to be able to bring that change along with you as well. So I would like to leave you all with, these simple things that I've shared with you guys. This is what's my why and what kept me going. And like I said, Mark Hughes is so amazing. He made sure that what he did, anyone and everyone can do it. It's only whether your time is right and how you want to do it. It is anything you do, even weight loss, you do it in the beginning, it's difficult, then it gets easier, and then it gets difficult again, then it gets easier again, then it becomes your second nature to be able to do it. We all go through it. We still go through it. I'm sure even Mama Yan at her level, she goes through it as well. But always remember, like he said, borrow my eyes, and it's simple, fun, and magical. And if someone says no after the evaluation, just remember, it's not a no to you. It's a no for now. It's never a no to you. It's never a no to the program. It's a no to now, because everyone needs health. Everyone needs good nutrition. Nutrition is for everybody, from the youngest to the eldest. In my family, all of us, we're taking the nutrition. In fact, for Mama Yan, even her 4-year-old, even he's also taking the nutrition. So nutrition is for everybody. You can go ahead and check this. So when anyone says no, just remember, it's not a no to you. It's just a no for now. And I'm not sure whether we're supposed to have any Q&A, but I am hoping for maybe a 5 minutes Q&A if anyone has any questions. But thank you all for tuning in. I'm so grateful. Can we take a quick picture? Let me stop share first. Can we take a group photo together? View gallery. Let me close this thing. Close. Can everyone turn on their camera and take a group picture together? And then maybe we can have a quick Q&A. Doesn't matter how you look, just turn on your camera. Okay. 1, 2, 3, smile. 1, 2, crazy smile. Whatever you want. Show your muscles or whatever, anything. Yeah, love side. 1, 2, 3, smile. Thank you all for tuning in. If anyone has any questions, feel free to unmute yourself or put it into the text, and I'll be here. Thank you. Thank you, Mama Yan, for tuning in.
Thank you so much. It was wonderful to hear your beautiful story.
You're amazing, Maria. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions, feel free to ask away.
I think we have to know better ourselves.
100%, and our coach, like I said, our coach is our mom. So feel free to check in with your mom. Whatever you want to do, whatever doubts you have, they'll be there for you. Whether it's your weight loss, or whether you have enough water for the day, or whether you want someone who is looking at you and wants to join the program, whoever it is, just talk to your coach.
Sure.
Thank you, Maria.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wonderful for sharing your beautiful story. It's so inspiring. And every day we know not about others, but we know more about ourselves through others. We know actually more about ourselves.
Yes. One day you'll be sharing your story here too. I'm looking forward to that.
Sure. One day.
One day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, any questions? Thank you for sharing. Thank you, Mama. And thank you, Yuming, for tuning in. Thank you, Roshni. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you, Win. Thank you, Jazz. Ooh, Jazz is here today. Thank you, Zulfa. I learned a lot from Zulfa as well. She's so amazing. She just keeps going and going. It's like, wow. Win, you inspire me every day with your Instagram posts. I want to learn so much from you. So amazing. So nice. Thank you, Wiley, for being my support. Thank you, Michelle. Hey, Sangeeta. Sangeeta, you want to switch on and say hi? Yeah, everyone's fan of Arvin. Have we met before, Sangeeta? The name sounds so familiar, Hati Ramani, but I can't remember. Have we met? Where are you from? Are you from Hong Kong as well? Singapore. Oh, then maybe you might know Rita. Rita Chenani. Oh, okay, cool. All right, I think I will log off this session and I will stop recording as well.